All right, so we talked about the patch notes yesterday. For those of you who don't know, Iron Man, Human Torch, and Cloak and Dagger kind of got some small buffs to make them a little bit better. Nothing insane. If you want to see more details on that, I have the video that's on my profile that you can go check out if you want to see those changes. But what I want to talk about today is who I would have liked to have seen been kind of touched up and balanced a little bit, you know, in the patch notes that we got from yesterday. So first up, we got Wolverine. I know it's kind of wishful thinking for a mid-season update with him, but hey, a man can dream, can he? My issue with him is just that, like, if you let him through the pick and bans, at least Grandmaster and below, maybe even Celestial, right? I float between Grandmaster and Celestial. It just seems extremely oppressive and hard to deal with, and it just dynamically changes the game in such a negative way that if you're playing tank, you just aren't having fun, and in turn, the team is also struggling and not having fun. So it would have been nice, but I mean, I can understand that a whole character rework can take some time in addition to them coming out with other characters and balancing, etc. But I'm just saying it would have been nice. Next up, we got Bucky, aka the Winter Soldier. I was really hoping to see some kind of change to where like they revert the shields he gets on everything he does, or at least make it to where he actually has to connect a hit on an enemy for the shield to go active. I think that would kind of give you some wiggle room. It just feels very difficult to brawl with him. His pistol does so much damage. He can stun you in place. He can slow you down. He can combo you. You know, there's not a whole lot to counter him other than super long range engagements like Hawkeye and Hela, which, let's be real, is Bucky really going to be challenging them at those ranges anyway. So it would have been nice if they just made it to where he's got to physically connect his moves on him instead of just spamming them to continuously keep his shields up. Yeah, I feel like a lot of the community is kind of starting to wake up and realize he's kind of a headache to deal with. As a Psylocke main, I do not like Scarlet, but I do want the character to overall be better. And I feel like one thing they could try is take her primary fire, turn that into a cooldown ability, maybe give it like 10 seconds plus or something, somewhere between 10 and 15. And then the projectiles she does, take those and make that her primary fire, and then give her like 8 shots or however many shots they think as her, and then maybe buff the damage on those, of course, because it's her primary fire now. And then maybe that would give her some more presence, and then like when she goes to chase down a diver or a flyer, she could pop her current primary fire, the Sucky Sucky ability, and combo that in with some hits from her, you know, her new primary fire, and then maybe she'd have more presence. It kind of feels like an Iron Man Hulk situation where most of the time when I see Scarlet, it's to help a Magneto. And that team up is great, but like Scarlet has no identity of her own, and it just feels like she's a throw pick. So I think maybe they tried that change out. Just in my opinion, I think it could make her a lot better. But that's enough for me. I want to hear from you guys. Who do you want to get buffed and nerfed? What'd you think of the patch? And make sure to follow or sub depending on what platform you're on. Hit that like button for your boy.